going on, guys? Question of the day, part fucking 13. Oh, fuck, mate. Part fucking 13. Shouts to Fuzzy Powerhouse, High Marsh. Check it out. Down south, down fucking, I don't know, High Marsh, SA. Just Facebook that shit. But anything I'm saying, mate. Question was, shouts to Samir for sending me this. Question was, fuck, let me take a seat, mate. Fucking Aussies, mate. Question was about this dude to me sent me an inbox saying, Hodgson's made some fucking video about fucking if you don't track your macros how accurately, you're not gonna make no gains. Shout outs to them. They're gonna fucking, they're so much bigger than you, fucking they know better than fuck you. Second question was he sent about tracking fibre. I think he doesn't track fibre and wants to know if it's important, if he should track fibre or far from fibrous veggies. And then he listed off what fruits and veggies he eats. So I'm going to try and be brief, under 5 minutes, because I've got something else to talk about too. But here we go. First one about being accurate with your macros. Obviously, it's all relative. If you want to be the sickest cunt, track your macros to the gram every day of the fucking year, mate. Alright? But also, it's not going to affect your gains that much if you're 5 to 10 grams off. Just think about it scientifically. 5 to 10 grams on your fucking, your carbs and fats. It's a range of 20 to 40 calories, okay? On the fucking fats, 5 times 9 is 45 calories. You go 10 over, that's 90 calories, right? So I like to keep the fats, carbs and protein within 15 plus or 15 grams. I know people when they contest prep, they go down to -5 plus 5 gram range. Fats within 5 grams, like all the time. Because if you think about it, fats are what's always going to fuck you up most, man. Everyone knows that carbs get preferentially stored in your muscles and liver. It's very hard for your protein to get converted into adipose tissue, but it's very fucking easy for your fat to be stored as fucking adipose tissue where it's meant to go, mate. So you got to watch out on that. And also, they add up really quickly. Like, I'm not saying if you're 10 grams over fat one day of the week, that's not a big deal. But you got to look about it over the long term. If you're 10 grams, that's 90 calories. If you're that over fucking 10, 12, 15, 20 days straight, man, 10 days over that's 900 calories, man. Do you know what I mean? And if you add that over the whole fucking year, and you're always in surplus, add that up, divide that number by 3,500 calories, and that's how many pounds of body fat you're gonna fucking put on, man. Extra on top of what you want, and on top of what you didn't want, because you were just only 10 grams over. So it adds up on the long term, but you shouldn't really stress about it day to day unless you're contest prepping, which is extreme, and you just want to be as accurate as you fucking can. Boom, that's it. So just keep it relative to what you're doing. If you're trying to put on weight and you're fucking 10 grams over, who gives a fuck? Just try and keep it as accurate as you can, just in sake of tracking purposes, and just knowing how to adjust yourself, because you never know, You never know, you're like, fuck, man, should I up my food? But I was 10 grams over 10 days in a row, should I up my food? It's just a head fuck, so stay accurate as you can. You can even go plus 25, minus 25 on the carbs, try and keep the protein, plus 10, minus 10. Plus more -5 on the fat. That's what's generally what most people who are good like to see. On the fibre, track your fibre, I think. Especially, if you're an American shit, all the fibre is included in the carb intake on the back of the package. But in some countries in the world, like Australia, the carb intake is, on veggies, it's not included, so you have to add it to the carb intake. And on diet products, it's not included, so you also have to add it. And I think, just like the fat thing, man, them fibre calories will add up and they'll do the same thing to your body composition as a regular carb would, man. And you just got to fucking track that shit. If you're consistently eating the same veggies day in, day out, well, maybe you can get away with it. But every time you adjust your macros, it's going to take into account them veggies anyway. So you're pretty much unconsciously tracking them if you're eating the same shit every day. Me, I probably eat like 2 kilos, 1.5 kilos of veggies a day from different veggie packets, so I got to add it up. Before I wasn't tracking them, and I was probably getting 50 more grams of carbs than I wanted. So then I had to track them, and I lowered my carbs 50, but then eventually I pulled them back up when I made adjustments. But it was just nice to know exactly what I was eating. Otherwise, what's the point of tracking macros? But yeah, so I think you should track your fibre every day, obviously all the time. Watch out for the diet foods, because often in Australia, the fibre will be listed not as a carb, and then they can just, fucking raunt you and say 0 carbs, all this bullshit. Watch out for sugar alcohols, because they have calories in them. So sometimes you can get food that say 000 on the back, but they'll have calories in them. They'll say they've got 150 calories per serving, but it's got 0 carbs, 0 fat, 0 protein, just because the sugar alcohols contribute calories. So you should watch out for that, because that will also do the same shit to your body composition, and you need to see that, and also make you shit like a cunt. So watch out for that. fucking G'd up, got back from Melbourne. I'll tell you a funny story about Melbourne, man. I've been thinking about this concept for the last couple of days, man, about people who are just money hungry, and I've been talking to a couple of mates about it, and the amount of people that I know these days that are just money hungry cunts pisses me off. People their sole goal is just making money. It just annoy the fuck out of me, mate. I don't know why they annoy me, they just annoy the fuck out of me. Here's why. I just don't see the point, you know. Life isn't just about making cash, mate, okay? Obviously if you want to make cash, but it's about making honest cash, mate. It's about making honest fucking bucks. Everyone I know who is fucking successful in their field, you know, trainers, coaches, online coaches, fucking people who lift, people who have a following, fucking lawyers, doctors. Everyone I know a couple of lawyers, I know a couple of engineers. Their main goal is not making cash. Their main goal is to be good at what they do. E.g., if they're a doctor, they want to help people. If they're a coach, they want to help people. If they're an engineer, always when I look at these people, they always want to help people. And a side product of helping people, and because they're so passionate about doing that, is cash. And they deserve that cash. All power to them. The more cash they make, fuck yeah, mate. They're making honest money. That's good money. They deserve that money. Alright? If you look at all the ethics standards in most 80% of professions, I guarantee you one of the fucking, you know, code of ethics will always be aim to improve other people's lives with your work. Engineering, doctors, you know, coaching, all that bullshit, teachers, all aim to improve other people's lives with your work. To me, that's probably the definition of honest money, okay? You're not ripping cunts off. E.g., all these fucking fake, skinny fucking sluts on Instagram, bitches who are trying to make fucking money of selling 1,400, 1,000 calorie diets and some jump box fucking program to chicks who see them and idolise them. That's not honest money, man. And they know it's not money. Yeah, fucking in the short term, they're like, oh, making hell cash, I'm making hell cash. It means fuck all. It means fuck all. It's about building that legacy, man. Even at a young age, you should always be thinking about, am I affecting this cunt the right way I want to? Am I affecting this person the way I want to? Is this going to benefit me in the long run? Alright? I was in Melbourne, my fucking shoulder's getting tired, man. I'm not carved up enough. I need to go inside and have some crunchy nut. But, I was in Melbourne, man. Went to the airport, walked to this DHL place to pick up my Ollie shoes, and this girl picked me up and had to take me to another one, but this random girl picked me up to take me to this other warehouse to pick up my shit, and she was talking to me, and I was like, hey, how's it going? My name's blah, 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 blah. And then she was neck minute out of fucking nowhere, this chick's like, I'm terminally ill. And I'm like, holy fuck, cunt, what do you mean you're terminally ill? She's like, I've got cancer. And I don't know how many years she said she had left, not long though. And she was talking about people who were money hungry and all these selfish people in her life and how much she had to get rid of all these people, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's so true. Talking about being happy and all this bullshit. And I was like, fuck yeah, I love this chick. I love that. I love hearing that shit, especially from people who fucking actually do it and believe it. This bitch was fucking happy and she was terminally sick. So all these fucking fake Instagram bitches and shit, oh, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Fuck you, mate. Here I am sitting next to a chick who's actually really fucking happy and she's dying. Alright? That's not the point. And she was talking about this, it stuck with me. She said this one line, I'm probably butchering the quote, she said, when you walk through the cemetery, no one knows who is rich and who's not rich. Unless you have a big ass gravestone, but fuck that. For old time's sake, if you got a regular cemetery, everyone's gravestone is pretty much the same size, everyone's buried in the ground, everyone's weak as fuck, everyone's dead. I know that's fucked up, but everyone's dead. You come in weak, you leave weak. Okay, you leave weak, you come in weak, we're all buried in the ground. If you get cremated, all your friends get cremated. If you get buried in the ground, pretty much all your mates get buried in the ground. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone leaves equal, everyone enters pretty much equal. You only have a certain amount of time to build a fucking dope life and legacy and affect everyone you want to affect. So, if you want to make money, get the fuck out of your head. Get that out of your head. Have a purpose. And if your purpose is honest purpose and you're passionate about that purpose, the money will come regardless. Okay, that's what I always tell cunts, and everyone knows that. Everyone knows that all the successful people don't really give a fuck about making cash. They care about affecting other people and improving other people's lives, and they're passionate about what they do, and they like to help out other people. And then a side effect of that is making money. So think about that. Think about that thought. So next time you're thinking about just being shit cunt and making fucking easy cash, don't do it, man. Always do a good job on everything. Give everything 100%. Always aim to improve other people's lives with what you do, and the money will roll in. And the world will be a place full of these non-shit cunt, cookie cutter fucking, you know who I'm talking about, cunts who sit behind a desk all day, trying to fucking write meal plans, talking shit, pulling their cock, you know, watching MD. Fuck that. Peace.